What's up, HyperFast Nation? On this episode of the show, I'm going to give you 10 unlimited lead sources that will not break the bank. In fact, these are all very low, or in some cases, no cost leads that can help you close more deals. Stand by for the next episode of the HyperFast Show. All right, welcome to the HyperFast Show. Today, we're going to talk about leads. It's been a challenging couple of years for many real estate agents. We've seen transaction volume in the United States go from a high, right? At least like a 5-year, 10-year high in 2021 of, I believe, close to 6.5 million home sales, right? To like a 30-year low in 2023 of 4 million. And so far, 2024 looks like it's on pace to be another 4 million total transactions in the US kind of year, right? So the good news is there are 4 million deals out there, right? So 8 million sides, right? If there's a listing and a buyer's agent on each of these deals. So there's a lot of deals out there. And you need to focus your mind on the positive, right? Which is there's 8 million sides out there. Because I think where your focus and energy goes, that's where you're going to go. That's where the results are. And today we're going to cover 10 different lead sources that are unlimited, that cost little money, in some cases no money, and not much time when you look at the potential return. Now, obviously you have to put time into things, but when you look at the potential return, this is just a massive opportunity. So without further ado, let's start with lead source number 1, expireds. I don't care how, little inventory there is in your market. Even in markets where there is a month or less of inventory, there are still expireds coming on the market every day. All right. And in our market, I've seen days when you look at the DC, Northern Virginia, Maryland market, where you go, like, let's say within a 45-minute driving radius, you might get a couple hundred expireds happening each and every day. Certainly there are days when more come on, like January 1st, that's the biggest. The first of any month is really big. But this is a massive opportunity, and they don't cost you that much money, right? And after I talk about a couple of these, I'll get into how you can get access to these for a super low price. FSBOs, that's number 2, right? For sale by owners. Again, on any given day, there's 10% of the homes out there for sale are people trying to go FSBOs. And the reality is, of those 10% that actually close FSBOs, 3, 4, 5 times that many attempt to go FSBO and then end up selling with an agent. So there's a lot of people out there that think they can save money. They end up, they don't sell homes every day like we do for a living. So it doesn't work out. Surprise, surprise, right? So a lot of these for sale by owners, which again, it's not a huge part of the market, right? But 10% that actually close, right? When you look at 4 million transactions, that's a lot. And then you look at the fact that there's a multiple, right? I don't know if it's 3 or 4 or 5x, right? That start FSBO and don't sell. That's a lot of homes on the market that you could potentially reach out to, right? So for sale by owners. Next one, number 3, for rent by owners. For rent by owners are a great source, and again, not just for to get the rental listing, although maybe that happens sometimes. You build up a long-term relationship and great. But a lot of times for rent by owners are landlords that are, doing this for the first time, or they don't have a huge portfolio. I forget the stat off the top of my head, but it's like 90% of all landlords, I believe, I believe it's 90% do not have more than 1 or 2 homes. So most landlords, right, 1 vacancy is a lot for them. So a lot of times if they get a vacancy or even the thought of a vacancy, they sell. Um, so for rent by owners are great people to reach out to see if they would be interested in selling, right? And there's tons of great scripts out there. You can look at Mike Ferry or the Book of Yes by Chris Ward. Like a lot of great scripts out there. Next one, geo leads. You can pool leads geographically, call them up, and talk about an upcoming open house you have in the neighborhood. You can talk about recently sold and give them a market report, right? If you have listings or your company has listings in the area, ask if they have, who they know that would be a great fit for the neighborhood and love the neighborhood. You can also tell them, when we do these calls, we kind of have three different ask, right? Who do you know that might want to move in the neighborhood? We're going to have a lot of buyers that miss out on this house coming up in the neighborhood. So who do you know that might be selling in the next year or so? And then finally, hey, we do a lot of sales activity in the neighborhood, are constantly updating people in the area on what homes are selling for. Can I put you on my email list, right? So geo leads are a great way to get a direct lead, get a referral. You just have to put in a little bit of time, and they don't cost that much money. I'm about to get into how you get all of these leads that I've talked about for really, really cheap. Finally, pre-foreclosures, right? There's lists of people that are behind payments or going into pre-foreclosure. Great group to call. All right, so far we've talked about 5 different lead source expireds: for sale by owners, for rent by owners, geo leads, and pre-foreclosures. Guess what? You can get all of these plus a dialer to help you automatically call them, screen for the do not call list, all that great stuff. You can get all of that through a program called RedX. We use it. We get appointments every day from using this platform. There's just the basic, get the data, get the dialer, and call them kind of level of service. Then they have other things that you can layer on top, like where they market, right? They market you specifically through custom ad lists to this group to put you, portray you as an expert to the expired list or the for sale by owner list. If you want to get a great deal on this and get your setup fee waived, right? You can get the setup fee waived. You can get in for under $100 a month. The package we do is $200 a month. There's a package if you want the marketing done for you, which is a little bit more, but lots of great packages, right? We can get you in to this. Let me just tell you the link real quick. It is RedX, right? So that's REDX. Don't put an E in there between the D and the X. It's just red, the letter X.com/hyperfast -agent, right? So it's redx.com/hyperfast-agent. That will waive the startup fee for you. It will get you the, whatever deal you get is month to month, no contract, no commitment. If you have questions on it, by the way, you can connect with me on Instagram at @DDanLesniak. The handle is @DDanLesniak. Connect with me. I'll send you the link, and I'll give you advice too on how to get started. We've done a lot of podcast episodes on how to call expireds or FSBOs, but I'll personally respond to you. So we've covered 5 lead sources. I got 5 more to go. Number 6, sphere of influence. Again, this is unlimited. Most people have at least 200. Like if you sat down and just started writing lists, and I think pen to paper gets the mind connected to the body, connected to results. That's the way to do it. But if you sat down, you'd at least come up with 200. Doesn't take much to stay in touch with this group of people. Put them on a once a month or twice a month email newsletter. Invite them to monthly, quarterly, or semi-annual events, and call them up once a quarter. That's it. Maybe send them something in the mail too, a couple times a year. Right? Not hard, easy to do. Number 7, past clients. Treat them the way you treat your sphere of influence. Right? Get them on your once or twice a month email. Call them quarterly. Right? Invite them to your events. Number 8, open houses. A lot of coaches, a lot of gurus out there like to poo-poo open houses, say that they don't work, that they're a waste of time. But even in a slow market with high interest rates, you're going to get buyers coming in there, potential buyers. In a hot market, you might have so many that you got to get multiple agents to work it. If you don't have your own listings, talk to other listing agents in your area or in your company and volunteer to host an open for them. If they're already doing a Saturday, Sunday open, do like an oddball one. Do a 5 to 7 on a Wednesday or 5 to 7 on a Thursday. So do open houses, promote them on social, promote them while you're there, right? Do the signs, the balloons, go all in on it. You're gonna get good leads at opens if you work it right, and if you follow up, you'll convert. All right, number 9, an area farm, right? Geo niche. One of my previous podcasts, a couple episodes ago, it's about the STP process: segmentation, targeting, positioning. The best example of segmentation and targeting, or the most common one, is the geographic area, right? Pick 500 people, right? Homes, 1 or 2 condo buildings that are close together, and market to them. I like to start off by overwhelming them with direct mail, right? 4 pieces in a month to 500 people, depending on how you do it, is not going to cost you a ton of money, right? That's probably $1,000 or less. If you do it the most expensive way, probably 500 less if you do it the cheaper way. You can also leverage that, like do events for them. Maybe a buyer seminar, seller seminar in the area. Collect emails if you can. Do a geo farm specific email newsletter. But an area farm is how I started. One of the biggest ways that led to me selling over $22 million in my first year in the business. And if you do it right and really narrow your focus and hammer them with marketing, it will work. All right, number 10, last one, networking groups. Join one or make your own, right? I don't care if it's BNI, something on meetup.com, but join a networking group, go there, provide value, make connections, and ask for referrals, right? And provide value though. Ask the people attending these how you can add value to them, right? Don't just go there and ask. I want you to actually provide value. All right, so to just quickly summarize the top 10 list of unlimited leads that cost you little or no money: expireds, FSBOs, full rent by owners, geo leads, pre-foreclosures, sphere of influence, past clients, open houses, area farms, network groups. Pick a couple of these areas, dominate them. Send me connect with me on Instagram, by the way, at the Dan Lesniak. Let me know how it works. And those first 5, you can access them for super cheap prices at RedX. Just to bring this up again, it's redx.com/hyperfast-agent. If you go through that link, it waives the setup fee. You can get plans for under $100. If you want to get all 5 lead sources, that plan's like $200 usually. So a lot of great options to get the data, get the dialer, and start going to work. So thank you for tuning into this episode of the HyperFast Show. Please leave us some feedback, leave us a review. We always love hearing what people think of the show, how we can make it better, or how it's impacting your business. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.